This is Gareth Southgate, and this is the Three Lions podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Three Lions podcast. My name is Russell Osborne and this is an independent England football supporters podcast. Oh, hello Tesco, my old friend. It's once again 3:30 in the morning. It's Wednesday morning as I wait once again for the National Express to take me to Stansted. Once again to Eindhoven, where a coach onwards, organised by England fan Paul Dennis, will go towards Dortmund, venue of tonight's match against the Netherlands. Now there's a band called Travis, Scottish band, who I'm sure you've heard of. Why Does It Always Rain on Me, Driftwood, Sing, all great tunes, sort of, what was it, late 90s, early 2000s. Well, they've just released a new song called Bus. I keep hearing it, and when I think back across this tournament and all the coaches I've used, it's beginning to sing to me, that song. So those past 5 games I've been in and out, returning home for work, family and the like, just like many others. But now I've booked, it's just a one-way trip. Understandably, prices are shooting up, so if we win, I will make my way onwards to Berlin at my leisure. If we lose, well, I've got to find my way home and probably be back in work for Friday. Obviously not what I want, but it also means I've had to ditch my trusty man bag. All that I needed in there for an overnight, but I've had to ditch it for a slightly bigger one. Which, if I'm going to record and release an episode, I need to take all the gear that comes with it. But like many fans, we all get sort of superstitious, don't we? I don't like change, even if it's just something as small and maybe insignificant as a bag. But yeah, I imagine many others are doing the same. Just going out now and hoping for the best. I guess probably some have had similar conversations with partners, parents, friends, trying to arrange life back home, all on the basis of what the national football team of our country, England, will do tonight. Started to think more about England actually recently and why there is an obsession for many of us. I mean, first and foremost, I guess it's the delay in winning anything since '66. But unlike domestic football, where you have the opportunity to see your team week in, week out, the opportunity to see those teams win trophies every season, a team like Manchester City, for example, well, I know it's like comparing apples with oranges, but just the bare facts are, nothing else. Since England were knocked out of the Qatar World Cup, Manchester City have won 2 Premier League titles, an FA Cup, a Champions League, UEFA Super Cup and a FIFA Club World Cup. Nature of international football is that you have to wait 2 years before you can have a stab at winning anything, and then on occasions you may not even qualify for that tournament. And we only have to go back to 2008 for that scenario. I know that there's every chance that your club hasn't won anything in that time, those 2 years, but they've had the opportunities. It's the waiting and hoping that brings the belief for all of us that follow England. And in following it with all these other people who share that same ambition. Now, if we do make it through this evening, we will face 3 times winners Spain, who were winners in 64, 2008 and 2012. They beat France 2-1 last night. As I say, tonight we play the Netherlands, who won it back in 1988 And a couple of weeks back we played Denmark, who won it in 1992. Different times now though, isn't it? But how I'd love to see us lift that trophy, just as many of those fans of those nations have done themselves. It's going to be tough though tonight. Our record against the Dutch is mixed. Played 22, won 6, drawn 9, lost 7. Our most recent meeting was 2019 in the Nations League finals, where we lost 3-1 in Guimarães in Portugal. Of course, there was the 4-1 in Euro 96, wasn't there, which no doubt many will be reminiscing about later on today on the telly, I'm sure. But of course, I can go back further to the USA World Cup qualifying campaign of 1993, where we faced the Dutch home and away. It's fair to say at the time we didn't have the best team back then, but we had some bumps along the way, notably against the Dutch. Drew 2-2 at Wembley after being 2 up, but it was the away game later in the year in Rotterdam. Goalless as the second half began. David Platt through on goal. Ronald Koeman, the Dutch defender at the time, deliberately pulled him back. Clear red card. Professional foul. No, only a yellow given. Minutes later, the Netherlands have a free kick on the D, on the edge of England's box. That man, Koeman, lines it up. ITV's Brian Moore. He's going to flick it. He's going to flick it. And what does he do? Flicks it past the wall, past David Seaman. Bergkamp later adds a second. And Channel 4 at the time, they famously made a documentary all about it. Fly on the Wall, all about England manager Graham Taylor. But what of Koeman? Well, he's now in charge of the Netherlands. How it would be nice to do one over him, because he wasn't in that Euro 96 team that we crushed 4-1. But the Netherlands, though, their route to the final, well, in Group D, they finished third. Won 1, lost 1, drew 1. They beat Poland, they drew with France, and they lost to Austria. But it meant they went through as one of the best placed, third placed teams. In fact, they finished top of that group. The round of 16, they beat Romania 3-0, and then most recently beat Turkey 2-1 in the quarterfinals to find themselves against us in Dortmund. And that is where I'm off to now, because this, I think, is my coach. Oh, I have found myself a lovely little guest house just outside of Bochum, which is about a 10-minute journey towards Dortmund. Already I have seen hundreds of Dutch fans, and by all accounts, looking on social media and on WhatsApp groups, there are lots of Dutch fans around. Apparently they reckon there's about 80,000 who have made their way over to Dortmund for the game. You can pick them out quite easily. They're wearing orange, all of them. But it's a lovely sunny day, and yeah, I'm gonna make my way to Dortmund now.
Liebe Fußballfans, zum Stadion bitte in Dortmund Hauptbahnhof aussteigen und dort der Beschilderung folgen.
Dear football fans, please get off at Dortmund main station and follow the signs to the stadium.
So from right outside the Dortmund main station, there is a green carpet, a green pathway that leads all the way to the stadium, so you know what way you're going. Apparently it's about a half-hour journey, but everyone's walking it. I picked up a kebab to eat, to take on the go with me, and I'm going to get a drink in a moment. I haven't got enough hands for a drink at the moment, but yeah, literally there is a green carpet all the way, and there are England fans doing this walk, there are Dutch fans doing this walk. The amount of orange is amazing, it has to be said. There's so much glass on the floor here at the moment. I'm hoping it's going to thin out a little bit as we make our way towards the ground. But I think I've missed the main Dutch walk. Apparently about 40,000 of them are going to do a march towards the ground, but I think I have missed that. Fortunately, I didn't really want to get stuck in amongst all of that. But do you know what? Years ago, this fixture would have been troublesome. Be troublesome. The history with the two sides. But now, we're literally walking all together. We're not walking hand in hand, but we're all walking together, both sets of fans, no trouble. So kebab finished, it was alright that one. Beer bought. I'm continuing walking along this green carpet, which is quite handy actually, because it's quite easy on your feet. It's quite soft underfoot. But it's starting to rain a bit now, and we've got visions of, there's a couple of games, wasn't there, at Dortmund, where it just absolutely hammered it down and was coming through the ceiling. I hope it's not going to be anything like that. But, there's a patch of clear sky over there. Now that patch of clear sky has been replaced by dark clouds. Once again, like Düsseldorf the other day, I'm sheltering from the rain. What is it about Dortmund? So whilst I'm sheltering from the rain, I've been joined by a couple of England fans who are pretty much doing the same. Who have we got here?
Brian,
how you doing, mate?
yeah, really good. Other than getting wet.
It's not nice. It's like Düsseldorf again, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Go on, what's your thoughts today?
I think we've got to go for it now. I think 2-1 England in 90 minutes. Fancy Jude to do well again. I think our luck's going to turn at this later stage.
It's got to, hasn't it? What's your general thoughts on the tournament so far, like as you've seen it?
We haven't played brilliantly, but we are where we are. So it's not always about attractive football at the end of the day. It's about getting the results, and we've got them across the line. France got all the way to the semi-final, scoring 1 goal from open play in that whole time. So it's not about playing the most attractive football.
Let me tell you about Dortmund as the stadium comes into view. Its yellow corners sort of protruding up above the buildings. And queues are starting to build to get into the actual perimeter of the ground. We've only played here once before, 2017, in a friendly. It's a game I came to as Lucas Podolski's testimonial. It's a game that we lost by 1-0. It is, of course, home to Borussia Dortmund. You don't need me to tell you that. The ground is the Westfalen Stadium, or the sponsored, I think, it's the Signal Iduna Park. Holds 81,000, but it is reduced to about 66,000 for the Euros, and that is mainly because of what we know as the Yellow Wall, the all-standing South Terrace here. It is the largest in European football, but for the Euros, it turns all seated throughout the tournament. And tonight it's the Dutch who occupy that end, and rather than being a yellow wall, they will turn it into an orange wall. So we've seen the outside of it, we're now inside. This is one of those iconic grounds. It's a real impressive one. Despite the fact that the seats are all grey, it's just got that iconicness about it. The grey goes with the yellow. As I say, it is the home of Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund, whose colours are black and yellow, aren't they? The yellow wall stand, the south stand, is right in front of me. Huge cantilever stand. Either side is fairly similar. Like it banks up either side with a. It hasn't got massive executive boxes, if I'm honest, which is nice actually. It doesn't have that sort of corporate feel to it. It's got Borussia written into the seats to my left-hand side, and then there's the media side just beneath that. There's an England flag and a Dutch flag hanging from the top, along with all the UEFA and the FIFA and the tournament banner. And I am literally 2 rows from the front, behind the goal. Well, I'm on the edge of the 18-yard box. Behind me, loads of flags. Who have we got? Bradford, a couple of Bradford ones there. England Till I Die for Manchester City, the crest. Maidstone, Aston Villa, Mexborough Owls, Oxford United there as well. 9:17 Breakfast Boys, I'm sure that means something to someone. Who's over there? Huddersfield Town. Huddersfield Town with a West Ham crest on it as well. But at the moment the teams aren't out. It's very, very early, to be fair. I'm trying to remember, I think when I came here in 2017 we were tucked up in one of the corners, which may have been at this end. Managed to get myself a matchday programme. Much like the last Euros, they done a initial tournament programme, and then they done a semi-final programme and a final programme. So, yeah, got myself a semi-final programme to go with my collection. All green affair. €10 for this one. Something's occurred to me, and it was sort of playing on my mind as I was walking to the ground. All the Dutch in all their orange. It reminded me of something, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then it came to me. The Dukes of Hazzard. For those that are old enough to remember the Dukes of Hazzard and the orange car, I think it was called the General Lee. But I can't for the life of me remember what number it had on the side of it. I want to say 16, but I'm not sure that's right. But yeah, all the Dutch walking around with their orange shirts and with their numbers on the back. And I swear one of them will be one of them had to have been the same as the General Lee. That orange wall is beginning to fill up now. To be honest, the England area isn't filled up as yet, but it is early. It is early. England team have arrived and taken a stroll on the pitch as they've done every game, as both teams do. They've still got all the white trainers. It's Phil Foden there coming up on the big screen. It's Pickford. England band behind me. It's the big drum and the trumpet that have been with us throughout the tournament, and we'll no doubt hear them throughout the game. These big screens in each corner replaying all old European Championships moments from both sides. Penalty saves from Jordan Pickford in the last Euros. David Seaman's penalty save in Euro 96. Goals from Gaza, Euro 96. They showed the Alan Shearer one against the Dutch. The one where Teddy Sheringham just laid it off to him. Thankfully they didn't go back further than 96. But yeah, it is now that I was doing all right until I started watching that, but the nerves now are starting to creep in, sort of the shakiness and uneasiness of what is about to approach. I'm sure plenty of others are feeling exactly the same, either in here or at home. What is it with this place? About an hour and 5 minutes before kick-off, and all of a sudden it's absolutely leathering it down. Literally, it just came out of nowhere. This is... I mean, I don't think there's any danger at the moment of anything being called off, but literally it's just come out of nowhere. Hopefully this doesn't come through the roof like it did the other week. We've got a team sheet in. Looks like there's just the one change. Pickford in goal. Walker, Rice, Stones. Gay comes back after serving his suspension. Saka, Kane, Bellingham, Foden, Trippier and Mainu. At the moment, all three goalkeepers are out warming up. The rain seems to have subsided. It's going to be a slick pitch tonight. So it's not just the teams that come out to warm up, it is of course the officials as well. And there was a story that came out yesterday, day before, can't remember now. The referee in charge tonight, German referee, was actually banned for match fixing back in 2005, something like that. Which is an interesting scenario. Bundesliga referee. Apparently he's already reffed 4 games in this tournament, but be banned for match fixing, but he's back in the game now, in charge tonight. 10 minutes to kick off. Just about to lay out the display on the pitch. To be honest, the Dutch outnumber us probably 3-4 to 1. They are everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please stand up for the national anthems. Starting with England.
Decent strike. Harry Kane with an opportunity. He's now limping. Don't know if he's going to last this game now. Well, VAR, potential penalty. Referee's gone to look at it. Didn't actually see what happened, to be fair. Penalty given, come on! Harry Kane's got a ball in his hand. Of course, he didn't take one the other night. Stands, concentrates. Ball on the floor. Places it. Come on, let's get back into this. Everyone's got phones up. Come on, in we go. Come on. In we go, let's level this. Yes! Here they come, celebrating in Dortmund. Yes! Get in! Yes! Tucks it right into the wall, and I think they're doing it the right way. This is the England that we wanted to see. Where's this England been hiding? What a half. What a half. Dutch take the lead. You think, what could go more wrong? We just turned the volume up. We just picked up the pace. This was the best England have played. Not all tournament, all this year. This is an England we haven't seen. All the pressure has been ours. All the possession has been ours. Absolutely superb. Harry Kane with a penalty to equalise it. If we get another one, we've done this done and dusted. Interesting to see how the second half pans out. But we could have done with taking the chances there. Phil Foden, one off the line, hit the post. Kobe Mainu has been superb. He's been running that midfield. Saka has been great. Looks like Luke Shaw is on the sidelines, going to make a change. Come on, England, 45 minutes. Let's get this done. That full time. We're in a final, don't you know?
Just can't put it into how much I feel, how happy I am for this. Oh, just seeing the scenes for yourself. Everyone's ecstatic. It's just moments I'll take to my grave. I'm sure everyone else is going to take it to their grave as well. It's just incredible memories. What happens on Sunday? It's been a summer to remember. Football's coming home. Let's just go to Berlin on Sunday. Enjoy every second of it. Let's bring football back home to England where it belongs.
God, I'll tell you what, the thoughts for the last half an hour, just gone. What emotions.
Crazy.
It's one of them tournaments, right? People are going to slag off at the start and say, oh, boring football, boring this. But what a way to win all these games. Extra time, penalties, last minute. Ollie Watkins, Tony scoring the last minute. You know, players you're not expecting to come out and get the goals. But we go again, one more time. In Berlin. And I'll tell you what, if we can just play a little bit better than we've done today, because today was so much better, such better football, we win it.
We do.
We win it.
We win that.
Brian, my journey started in '88 in Germany.
In Germany, when the Euros here.
Van Basten hat-trick. That was my first England goal when Brian Robson equalised. That was the first goal I saw live, and it's because of the ball that my Uncle Tony brought me to that. My dad gave me my love of football. My friend Trevor, who passed away, come to Euro games with us. My friend Chris, who passed away. Jim, but I carry him here. And for nights like this, and for everyone at home, this is the best hobby in the world. It used to be probably the best hobby. It is the best hobby in the world. You know, we get 4 weeks away every 2 years. We've become rather good.
Super. Go on, how you feeling?
Unbelievable.
We were crying.
Unbelievable.
Crying. Honest. I'm saying, the last time I cried at a sporting event was Paul Runnings when the bobsleigh took it was lucky egg. You know, honest, that was the last time I cried at a sporting event. Much love that. And we're up there, we're in bits crying, and we're all getting each other. Love it. Honest.
Look after yourself.
Love that country.
Berlin, I see you in Berlin. Go on, and how are you feeling, Tucky?
Feeling good.
You must be feeling better than good. Go on, talk to me.
Oh, I didn't realise. I am just quite overwhelmed with what just happened. Covered in beer, I'm a bit sticky, and just very thrilled that we're getting to go to Berlin.
I'm going to describe Tucky to you. She's got "It's Coming Home" on her cheek. It's not just in face paint, you know.
No, it is not. It's self-crafted with, we're allowed to name drop a particular brand.
Is it Revlon?
No, it's NYX matte lipstick. It is the lipstick to go for if you want to paint your face.
You'll see her no doubt on the telly or pictures somewhere.
That no longer looks glum.
Chaps, how are we feeling?
I don't know what's happened still. I can't quite work out what's just happened. We deserved that, didn't we?
Oh,
a bit of luck.
absolutely.
We deserved that little bit of a last-minute winner. A winner, not an equaliser, not a penalty shootout. We deserved 90-minute winner. It was 90 plus 1. I didn't realise how late it was.
Yeah, it's late.
Then the 2 minutes come up after.
CJ?
I think it was worryingly similar to the France game. In Qatar, like in the stand, probably a little bit on the pitch as well. We had slightly more possession, well, a fair bit more possession today to be fair than them, but it was a similar sort of vibe to it. But like, we just, I think absolutely magnificent performance, and we're going to Berlin. I think Southgate's got it absolutely bang on again, changed things, and look what's happened. Anyone that questions his methods just needs to like come out here and have a look at what we're doing.
You see his celebrations at the end. He was loving it.
He's just the passion. The passion he shows.
Southgate made the right choice. It was proactive rather than reactive subs. Because they started turning the screw, didn't they? They were getting the possession. It was a bit familiar again. Here we go again. It's coming. Their goal's coming. It's coming. It's coming. He made a change, and it eventually paid off. So you've got to give absolute massive credit for the Southgate there with the subs.
Pickford,
right
Jordan Pickford again as well.
Couple of great saves.
Probably our man of the match, I would say.
Look at the stats there.
I would say he's our man of the match.
9 shots, 4 on target. 3 of them in the first half. You know, we played. Finally, we turned up.
Finally, we turned up. We go once more. We go again. So 3 years ago, coming out of Wembley after the Denmark game, there was this sort of strange feeling of what have we just witnessed? What have we just seen happen? We've won a semi-final, we're in a final. Fast forward 3 years, here we are again. This time though, it's exactly the same feeling, but this time it's on foreign soil. It's on Germany.
German soil. This journey began in, what was it, March 2023. The song "We're All Going to Berlin" rang around the Maradona Stadium when we beat Italy in that opening qualifier. And here we are. Next step is Berlin.